If you paid attention in your history class in school, you may remember that quote from Benjamin Franklin that three things are guaranteed in life: death, taxes, and new releases at Louis Vuitton. Let's get into it. In these videos, I typically focus just on women's handbags, but today we're going to mix it up a little bit. We will be looking at travel pieces in the new Flight Mode collection, new bag charms, as well as a few new bags in the Vibe line. All of those pieces are very gender neutral. I think they work great for both men and women. And interestingly, one of the new bags in the Vibe line, which is technically a women's bag, looks exactly like an existing bag already available in the men's collection. So we will take a look at that. We'll also take a look at a new seasonal color in Mahina leather, and we'll close out the video with a brand new bag called the Anytime. We'll take an in-depth look at the Anytime. Let's get started with the Flight Mode collection. This is a full collection including shoes, ready-to-wear, and accessories. However, let's take a look at the leather goods in this video. The canvas material is slightly different than what we're used to. It's a blend of cotton and linen, and it has a very lightweight resin coating to it. So it's has a little bit more grain or texture to it than the typical monogram canvas. And of course, this is covered with travel stamps. Last year, we saw these bags in monogram canvas and brown. This year, we're getting bags in monogram dune, which is a lighter beige version of the monogram canvas. Personally, I love monogram dune. I think it's beautiful. I don't own anything in monogram dune yet. I'm still waiting for just that perfect piece to be released. Hopefully one day I will get my bag in monogram dune, but in the meantime, let's see what's launching in the Flight Mode collection in this new color. Most of the bags in this collection are travel pieces, but we are getting to women's handbags. Those include the Speedy Soft 30. I think the Speedy Soft 30 is doing really good sales at Louis Vuitton because we are seeing this bag in so many new special collections. This will be priced at $3,900 in the Flight Mode collection. Unfortunately, I have not seen photos of the interior of this bag yet. We don't have a lot of photos. The photos I'm using here are from the lookbook. The second bag we're getting in this collection is the Side Trunk MM. This will be priced at $4,550 US. And we can see in this photo that it does look to be the treated vachetta leather, but I have not been able to 100% confirm this yet. This collection is launching on April 11th, so we should have more details on these pieces in early April. This is the information I have so far. For the travel pieces, we are getting the Carryall Bandolier 45, priced at $3,500. We're also getting the Carryall Bandolier 50 in monogram, in the regular brown monogram with the travel stamps on it. That will be priced at $3,650. Here are some better photos of that piece that were posted by a Louis Vuitton client advisor. These are the best photos I've seen of the 2025 Flight Mode collection so far. Finishing up monogram dune, we are getting a few travel accessories. Those include the cosmetic pouch PM, priced at $700 US, as well as the passport cover, priced at $495 US. Finishing up the travel pieces in brown monogram, we are getting the Horizon 55 suitcase. That will be priced at $4,050 US, and the 2-compartment toiletry bag, priced at $1,480 US. Those are all the leather goods in this collection in both monogram dune and the classic monogram. And again, all of these photos were from the lookbook, so they're not the best photos, but this collection is launching on April 11th. I would expect that all of the high-definition photos of these pieces, including photos of the interior, will be posted online by April 11th, possibly even a week earlier if there's an online launch prior to the official launch date. Let's move on now to all the new bag charms. There's a lot of food-based bag charms. These are all scheduled to launch next Friday after I'm releasing this video on April 3rd. We're getting 2 new pieces in the LV chocolate bar line. Now we have 3 chocolate bar bag charms. So I'm just going to go ahead and call it a chocolate bar line. Last year we had the chocolate bar in milk chocolate. That was with silver hardware. This year we're getting 2 new charms in dark chocolate and white chocolate. They will both be the same price, $695 US, and these are just super cute charms. They have leather on the front for the chocolate and monogram canvas on the back. We're also getting a third food-based charm priced at $605. This is the biscuit charm. And these are all just charms. There's no functionality to them other than the key ring attachment. We're getting 2 food charms that are actually functional. One is the pink glazed donut. I think this one looks absolutely adorable. It is so cute. Again, we have silver hardware on this one. This will be priced at $960 US, so it is quite pricey for a bag charm, even though it does have some functionality to it. And the final bag charm we have to look at today is the LV cup bag charm. And again, this is a functional piece. You'll notice a snap on the front of the charm. So you can actually unsnap and lift up the cup lid and put something, whatever you might like, inside the charm. This will be priced at $960 US. Personally, I love these food charms. I think they're really fun and whimsical. When you put them on the outside of your bag, it gives your bag a nice little fun, unique touch. So I love them. The only downside is the price, especially for the more expensive ones. Once you factor in taxes, you're looking at close to $1,000 for a bag charm. So it is quite expensive, but if you're looking for something fun to splurge on, why not? Let's move on to the new bags launching in the Vibe line. We're getting 3 new bags launching on March 28th. And the Vibe line is technically part of the women's collection. However, they're very gender neutral. I think they work great for both men and women. And the first bag we're going to look at, the Noe, looks exactly like the Noe Cargo, which you can already get in the men's collection. Before we take a look at these bags, I just have to say how annoyed I am that they chose to name this bag the Noe. 2 words, N-O, way, W-A-Y, no way. It sounds exactly like the classic Noe, spelled N-O-E. I think it is going to be so confusing to have the Noe and the Noe, 2 separate bags, spelled differently, but they sound exactly the same. I really wish LV had just chosen a different name for this bag. I get the whole play on words, but I don't know. It just really annoys me. It's a small thing to nitpick about, but I just had to get that off of my chest. Let's take a look at the bag now. This is the new Noe launching in the women's Vibe line. And here's a side-by-side photo with the Noe Cargo in the men's collection. These bags are both the same size. They're in black leather. The women's Noe is in black lambskin leather. The men's Noe Cargo is in calfskin leather. They both feature silver hardware, and they both have that front pocket. The design is exactly the same. However, the women's bag, the new Noe, is priced $200 more than the men's Noe Cargo. The Noe is $3,800 US. The Noe Cargo is $3,600. LV is charging an additional $200 for the version in the women's collection. Even though they're more or less the same bag, they feature different zipper pulls as well as different drawstrings. One is a chain drawstring, one is leather, and the handles are different. The men's version is completely full leather. The women's version does feature a touch of monogram canvas on the straps, but other than that, they're basically the same bag. The women's Noe measures 24 centimeters in length, 22.5 centimeters in height, and 15.5 centimeters in depth. As I said, it's the same size as the Noe Cargo. Capacity-wise, this will comfortably fit a 6.7-inch smartphone. That's the size of the iPhone Pro Max, a compact wallet, earbuds, lipstick, and keys. This does feature microfiber interior lining and 4 protective metal feet at the base. I have to mention that because you can't see it in the photos, but there are feet on the bottom of this bag. I would love to know what you think of the new Noe, both the design and the name of it, and the fact that it's almost virtually the same as the men's Noe Cargo, but for $200 more. Leave your thoughts in the comments section below. I would love to know what you think. Moving on to the next bag launching also on March 28th, we have the new Pochette vibe. This is such a cute little pochette. Here you can see it modeled in one of the marketing photos just for a size reference. This is actually a very decent size. It measures 25 centimeters in length, 10 centimeters in height, and 7.5 centimeters in depth. This bag will fit your smartphone, keys, compact wallet, earbuds, even sunglasses, as well as a lipstick. So it is quite sizable for a pochette. Unfortunately, I only have the Australian price so far. This is priced at 3,650 AUD. So in US dollars, we're definitely looking at something below the $3,000 mark. The third and final bag launching in the Vibe line this month is the Carryall Cargo PM in vanilla. So this is in a creamy white lambskin leather. And again, we have silver hardware on this bag as well. This will be priced at $3,500 US dollars. This bag again will easily fit a large smartphone, the Pro Max size of the iPhone, a long wallet, earbuds, sunglasses, lipstick, and keys. So this is a great everyday bag that will fit all of your essentials. Switching gears now, let's move over to new bags, or rather, I should say a new color coming in the Mahina leather line. I'm not going to spend a ton of time on these bags because none of them are new bags. They're all existing bags that we have in the Mahina leather range, but we're getting all of these in a new seasonal color, navy. In my last new releases video, we looked at navy bags in empreinte leather. If you missed that video, I will have it linked up above as well as in the video description box below. Now we're getting navy in the Mahina leather range, and they will include several bags as well as 2 wallets. We're getting the Bella in navy. This will be priced at $4,150, as well as the Bella tote, priced at $5,050 US dollars. These bags will feature gold hardware as well as a beige interior. We're also getting the Blossom PM tote, priced at $4,450 US dollars. And the fourth and final bag in navy Mahina is the Carryall, and this will be priced at $5,100 US dollars. These are all the standard prices for these bags in Mahina leather. There's no upcharge for the seasonal color. It's the same price as these bags in the regular permanent color selections. As for these small leather goods, we're getting 2 wallets. The long zippy wallet, that will be priced at $1,420 US dollars, and the Clea compact wallet, This will be priced at $1,010 US. And as you can see from the photos, both of these wallets will feature navy interior. So that is a very super quick look at the new bags launching in Mahina, and these are scheduled to launch on March 28th. So by the time you're watching this video, these bags will already be available at Louis Vuitton in store and online. Before we move on to the last bag in this video, a brand new design that's launching in the next couple weeks. Really quickly, if you've made it this far in the video, do me a solid, click that little like button below. It does actually help me out a lot, and it's free and easy for you to do. If you're not yet subscribed to my channel, I would also love for you to subscribe so you'll always know when I release new videos. Now, let's look at a brand new bag launching called the Anytime. According to Louis Vuitton, in their product description for this bag, they say that it's modeled after the Promenade bag from 1988. I was not personally familiar with the Promenade from the 1980s, so I did a little researching and I found photos. I'll insert some here of this bag on pre-loved sites. Personally, I don't think the new model looks a lot like the Promenade. I don't see a lot of similarities between these two bags, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just missing something. The first bag that actually came to my mind when I saw this was the Sirène. It is very similar style-wise. However, this Sirène had divided compartments inside, and the Anytime bag is just one big open compartment inside. But aesthetically, I think the design and the look of this bag is pretty similar to the Sirène. Let's take a closer look at it now. The Anytime is a tote style bag, and it's launching in two sizes. The larger size will be available in black empreinte leather only for the time being, and it will feature gold hardware and a microfiber interior lining. Louis Vuitton describes this as, quote, the perfect work to weekend handbag. It's quite large in size. It measures 42 centimeters in length, 27 centimeters in height, and 14 centimeters in depth. This bag will fit a 13-inch laptop, a 6.7-inch smartphone, long wallet, notebook, sunglasses, and keys. There is a large pocket along the entire front of the bag. You can see from this top view that there is a large pocket running along the front of the bag. There is also a zip pocket inside. Other than that, it's just one large open compartment, and there is a magnetic closure. The sliding chain has a leather shoulder pad in the middle, and it is not removable. You can either wear it long or doubled up as a shoulder bag. However, there's one thing that Louis Vuitton puts in the product description for this bag that I think is very interesting regarding the chain. There's a padlock on the front of the bag, and in the product description, Louis Vuitton says, try an alternative styling option by attaching the signature LV padlock to the sliding chain. What do they mean exactly by try an alternative styling option? Do they mean a different way to carry the bag? Can you adjust the chain somehow using that padlock? I don't know. To me personally, I found that a little confusing. What exactly do they mean by that? So I'm not sure, but I wanted to let you know what it says in the product description. If you have any better idea, feel free to leave it in the comments. There's also a smaller version called the Anytime PM. This will be coming in two different color options, black empreinte leather as well as sand empreinte leather. Just like the larger version, the smaller Anytime PM will include that large front pocket along the front of the bag and one flat zipped pocket in the interior, as well as a magnetic closure and the same sliding metal chain. Size-wise, this bag will measure 34 centimeters in length, 20 centimeters in height, and 13 centimeters in depth. This bag will not fit your laptop, but it will fit an 8.3-inch tablet, a 6.7-inch smartphone, long wallet, notebook and book, sunglasses, and keys. And again, in the product description, Louis Vuitton says, it's crafted from monogram empreinte leather embellished with a signature LV padlock that can also be attached to the sliding chain. They keep mentioning that you can attach the padlock to the chain in both of the product descriptions. It makes me feel like they're mentioning it because there's a reason, there's something that you can actually do with it. There's some functionality. It's not just for the aesthetic looks. Otherwise, why would they keep mentioning that you can attach the padlock to the chain? I don't get it. But maybe once we actually see this bag in person, maybe then it will make some more sense. I would love to know what you think of the new Anytime MM and PM. Personally, I think it's a great bag. It's a tote bag. It's very functional. It looks nice. It's not very innovative or exciting. We've seen this kind of bag from Louis Vuitton before. But either way, I would love to know what you think of this bag. As always, I'll leave another video up here for you to watch next, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye now.